What's up? What's up? What's up, y'all? Welcome. I'm about to say happy Wednesday. I'm so used to doing roasting review on Wednesday. Look,
We
Wednesday.
might have to,
Yeah, we might have. We'll talk about that
since
backstage
Chase ain't coming back next week. So we
next
might have
Thursday.
to.
Yeah. Ah, shit. Okay.
Right. I
We're
know.
gonna
It's a
we're gonna have to
lot.
figure that out because we do our panel, our you know,
Hard. Y'all hard and hustle on Wednesday, right?
at 7,
We might have to
7:30
do it
sometime.
we might have to do it Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday,
Okay.
depending. Or Sunday, depending on how we mm,
Yeah,
probably
we can talk
probably
more about it.
Tuesday, but we'll talk more about it, child.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Anyways, happy Thursday, guys. How you doing, Scotty? What are you drinking out of?
This that leftover champagne from that scene I did Saturday. So I'm gonna drink it the fuck up.
Ooh, oh boy, not drinking straight out the champagne bottle. You ain't got no champagne glass. Lord, look at y'all. Just something. What's up, Racy? Racy, what's up?
Go ahead and say it, Josiah. Just say that I'm hood
Nothing.
rat. Just go on and say it.
But friend, drinking out the champagne. No, listen, I'm not a judgmental person, but whatever. It gives in you drinking a 40 sitting on the porch on Martin.
Oh,
And then
bitch.
you with that damn white beater ain't making it no damn better.
You know what?
You and that motherfucking white beater ain't making it no better. Okay,
You know
okay.
what? You know what? You ain't you giving me what you giving me the laugh that I need. So thank you.
Lord have mercy. Just drinking straight out the champagne bottle. Lord, I ain't never. And look, every time I say it, you taking another sip. Well, hold on. Do I need to become in Dr. Josiah Bryan mode real quick? What is going on? What is bothering you for you to be drinking out of a champagne bottle on a Thursday in the middle of the evening?
Well, I ain't got to work tomorrow. And in the words of Tramiel, I hate people. I hate people. Because that's exactly what it is. Do you hear me? That's exactly what it is.
Lord have mercy. Okay. Well, yeah. Look, y'all, this ain't too much to talk about, so we're gonna try to bluff real quick. And
Baby,
don't
it
worry,
is
because
not. Do you hear me? Like, even when
this
I
was
did
like
my
a filler
review
episode.
Friday, it was like, it was,
There was no Tamara and there was no Marie this episode. This was all about, and no Selena. This was all Marie. This was definitely a filler episode. This was
It
all
was
Letitia, Latrice, and Carrie. That's it. So
too much care. Like literally too much.
hey, at least they giving us kind of storyline a little bit. I got some commentary to speak up on that. But um
No,
yeah,
I
I was
agree with
like,
that.
yeah, because I was watching the show and I was like, okay, this group of women is the conversations are kind of redundant, but it's some good talk pieces. And I know I'm a
Right.
cringe when we get to talking about this whole Glendale and
Ugh.
let's again round what 861 of that. So I'm not looking forward to that, but we're gonna go ahead and bluff real quick before we go ahead and get started, guys. For thank y'all for all 28 people coming in. T is not going to be able to join us today, unfortunately, so he will be joining us. Hopefully he will be able to join us later, but if not, no problem. We're gonna still
Yeah,
get into it, have a good
I
time.
feel like he won't because it's gonna be short.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be short. I know it is because it ain't nothing to talk about really.
Listen, we giving y'all I'm about to say Catholic. I'm Methodist service in and out or non-denominational church service. We're gonna do the quick little praise and worship announcements, 20-minute sermon, and get y'all out of here.
Right.
Okay. So we can go ahead and get started then with Bell Collective. Episode 14. This episode was, like we mentioned, lackluster, but we can go ahead and get on it. So is very interested seeing Latrice and Letitia keep up, kind of catch up. They're back on okay terms or rebuilding their quote unquote friendship. So they
Right.
on yoga, and they was talking about, Letitia admitted how she was still hurt that Selena had publicly brought up the divorce rumors, but she appreciated that Selena apologized. Did they show that scene, or they didn't? That was like a deleted scene or something with Selena apologizing.
I don't think it was a deleted scene. I think that
Okay.
actually did. I think we actually did see that.
Oh, okay.
If I'm not mistaken, I think we did see that.
Mm, got you. Okay. So yeah, so she was saying how she appreciated her apologizing, and then she also talking about how she plans on having a serious conversation with Glenn now that he's back in town while addressing the situation. So and then just talking about finances, and then this discussion kind of went into Latrice's ongoing disagreement with Cliff about having a child. So Latrice said that she normally get what she wants, and she want a baby. She's ready for a baby. She said that she had delayed surgery for thyroids because of the business will suffer. And ma'am, listen, yes, get your bag, but your health comes first. Did you have any thoughts on this scene?
Yeah, I think that Latrice is not thinking correctly or straight. And I don't understand why she can't take that shit seriously, because you want a baby and all this other stuff, but you focusing on your business, but you're not focusing on your health. And that is the thing that counts the most. You need to make sure that you're clear to have a baby first before you sit up here and try to rush into it. You talking about having babies, but you ain't even got your fibroids out yet. Like, what we doing? Excuse me. What are we doing?
Yeah, I agree. That I think more than anything, your health is so more important than talking about having kids and stuff. But I feel like also this conversation is just kind of forced because she has nothing really to talk about right now. Like all the bills are in okay terms with each other. So this is just something that's kind of pushing for, and I'm not to put it under as like just saying like we're pushing for a storyline, but she's kind of bringing. I think this is something very serious, but she's just putting this all at the forefront because right now it's just not really too much going on. So it's
right.
I'm just saying that she's I feel like that her and Cliff might be exaggerating the storyline a little bit because, ma'am, this man wanted kids 2 years ago. He's ready to settle. Like he's not on that no more. So like you mentioned in your reviews, like it's time to, and when it comes to decisions like this, that is a make or break in a marriage when it comes to having kids. And I don't know how this is going to work out for both of them. Like somebody is going to be unhappy.
And that's the thing. It's kind of like with Latrice, Cliff did express that he wanted a kid many, many moons ago. Like he expressed that a long time ago. But then you decide that you didn't want no kid. Can't be mad at you not wanting no kid. Ain't nobody mad about that. But the thing is, he had to respect the fact that you didn't want no child. So now years down the line, and he's getting older, and now you want to have a kid, and now the answer is no. And now you're in the same seat that he was in when he wanted a child and you didn't. And now you can't understand why he doesn't want to do it. The same way he couldn't understand why you didn't. And at the end of the day, Latrice, it'd be different if you was with a man your age. This man is older than you, much older than you. He like in his 60s, I think. He got grown children that's around your age. He got grandchildren. Do you really think he want to have another kid and start all the way over again? No. This is the one time I'm on his side because he did say if this was 10 years ago when I first asked you, I would have been fine with it. But now I'm too old to be running around here with a child. To be honest, I'm not mad at him about that, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Like she because I personally, and this is just my opinion, I feel like that you having children at maybe, and I get his mindset because if I'm having a kid at 65, I'm a man, I have a newborn at 65, friend, I'm not going to be able to fully be in that child life. And I feel like that having a child, especially in this day and age, I know for me, and I can only speak for myself, I want to be able to have that child and grow up with him, go through his preschool graduation or his or her preschool graduation, high school graduation, see them get married, help them to provide for them, and see them to go through life changes. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if I have a child 60 and above, I'm not going to be able to experience that. And I feel like that, I think on that end, like I think that Latrice is not really thinking it in that type of mindset. And in this marriage, it do come off. It might not be that, but it do come off as being selfish that you're, wanting to have a child with this man and he's in his 60s, he's not going to be able to grow up and enjoy that child. You know what I'm saying? So now the child is not going to probably know just, oh yeah, my daddy died when I was 15 or 10, and not really experience that full life. So that's just my thoughts on that. Yeah, so the girls were just talking about how they need a husband swap. Why? I don't know. But like I said, I feel like, listen, Scotty, I feel like this is just something that Latrice and Letitia just come up with because they ain't got nothing else to talk about. They're like, yeah, let's go ahead and just swap husbands for the day. Like, what? Okay.
That's it. That's all. That's it. They ain't got nothing to talk about.
And we're gonna get into that in just a second because I don't know who more ignorant, Glenn or Cliff, and I'm still laughing how they be having the subtitles on Cliff when he be speaking. Don't make no sense. But okay, let's go ahead and move on to the next scene. So we'll go ahead and get into Matt and Marie. And I must say that Matt got a that boy, I'm trying to be like Matt when I get older, that nice build like that. But look at Marlene looking like the Cruella de Vil from 101 Dalmatians.
Because that's exactly who she is.
Cruella de Vil.
That's exactly who she is. She's absolutely Cruella de Vil. Like that's exactly who she is. Like when I tell you that lady irked my damn spirit this whole damn episode.
Yes. So let's go ahead and get into that. So Matt meets with his mama Marlene on their 400-acre property in Louisiana. So to address the growing tension between her and Carrie are just not seeing eye to eye. He explained that after hearing the recent confrontation that he wanted to understand where his mama is coming from and why he has such a strong opinions about his marriage. Now I feel like Matt, you just doing this for the camera. You've been married to Carrie for how long? This Marlene clip, we'll get into that. Okay. Marlene defended her actions and said that and doubled down on her criticism on Carrie. It said that Carrie's worked too much and believed that she would be less stressed if she just stayed at home more often. Now, she also told Matt that it was time to tame her. Now, baby, if anybody talking, I don't care who you are, you could be Coretta Scott King. You talking about taming my partner? Oh no, you're gonna get cussed out, or I'm gonna have to read you like the library is open in Chicago. Now, Matt kind of pushed back on the mother fool comments, but he explained that Carrie has a demanding schedule, and just asking her to stay home is not realistic at this time. So he felt like he's being caught in the middle and wanted to support both his mother and wife. Okay, so did you have any and he also suggested that the three of them just sit down and talk through their differences. And Marlene said that Carrie would not listen to her. And then what she said, she was joking, telling me, I'm the horse and Carrie will learn how to ride. I'm like, ma'am. But Scotty, what's your thoughts on that?
Yeah, she's too much of a Flintstone wife for me, and I think that she feels like every woman is supposed to be Wilma like she is, and that's just not the way it goes. We're in 2026, not 1852. Girl, get over yourself.
Not Wilma off the Flintstones.
Because that's exactly what she gives. She gives Wilma, and she thinks that Matt is supposed to drive around in that damn car barefooted while Wilma is at home cooking dinner and every damn thing else. It's annoying.
Nah,
and
I agree.
That's all I agree. Got.
And I'll say more of my commentary towards the end, but I will say this, that Matt laughing at this, it's not funny, because if I was Carrie, I would be. Now, does Carrie have a mouth and she's very straightforward and outspoken? Absolutely. Can Carrie be annoying as hell?
Absolutely.
And do too much? Absolutely. But Marlene, you know how sometimes you can be shady like me. Like I'm shady, but you can tell it's from a place of love. Like it's joking, it's kikiing with friends. Marlene's shade is is a Disney villain type shade. Like you can see the darkness in her type of shade. Ain't
Exactly.
no way if I was Matt, I would be sitting here letting Marley my mama talk down on my wife, because even the Bible, like, okay, if I'm not mistaken, and please don't drag me in the comments, y'all. But listen, for my Christians and my Bible people, let me know. But isn't it biblically, the man of the house, first of all, he submit to God. But after marriage, you submit to God. The wife submit to the man, and his man submit to the wife. The wife is a part of his rib. So I say that because, and I believe that's in Proverbs and Genesis. I say that because he needs to be able to, at the end of the day, his wife comes first, and that's the biggest priority, and then his mother. So when you're dealing with this situation, I need him to kind of stand up and to let Marlene know, listen, you will not disrespect my wife. Because, friend, when you get to that age, you do get to create, like, you do be talking crazy and stuff. If you don't mind me sharing, I had to check my grandmother about a month ago, because my grandmother's 95 years old, y'all. Every time I try to come over to my mama house, my grandmama is checking me. Oh, Josiah, when you gonna get married? Have you been reading your Bible? Have you been praying? When you gonna find a wife? I'm gonna find you a wife. What do you desire? She do that, and she literally just throw this at me. I had to sit her down in her wheelchair, and I did this with my finger. I said, Grandmother Cora Mayhill, let me tell you something. I said, you will listen. I love you, and I'm here to have a conversation with you and check on you. And it's a blessing that you're still here on this earth. But you will not continue to talk to me as I am a child or degrade whatever situation. Sometimes you just got to get down in that gutter, take off them gloves, and check somebody. And unfortunately, Matt does not know how to do that at his big age. You know what I'm saying? So now it looks like, well, I'll go to the rest of my commentary later. But yeah, I just felt like that was just, I'm like, sir, you're doing, like, your mama doing too much, and you know it. And he know that she's a lot. But I need him to step up.
I agree.
But yeah, let me not talk y'all.
Child.
I'm trying to make this stretch to at least 45 minutes. So okay, so
bitch,
because it was nothing to really talk about. Shit. So we're gonna start with the wife swap. Now, Leticia meets up with Cliff.
Look at her.
Meets up with Cliff. And she surprised him with basically like a visit to taste. So she explained that her and Latrice kind of hopped outside the perspective to help each other work through their issues affecting their marriages. So Cliff said that he was caught off guard. He said he was caught off guard, and the conversation just kind of briefly shifted to the rumors surrounding the marriage. Like, she explained that she met with financial, basically Leticia was talking about her issues with Glenn to Cliff, and how the whole meeting with a financial advisor situation. She was stressed about the post-nuptial agreement, and Glenn don't have to ask for money like that. So then they focus on Latrice's concerns about her health and desire to have another baby. So she explained, about everything that kind of Latrice went through with her delayed surgery for the business, and Cliff insisted that his priority has always been his wife's health. And Cliff was like, okay, well, like, I'm gonna go ahead and try to step up regarding. He was like, I'll go ahead and put my pride aside to my wife's health, because that Cliff is ignorant. So
very.
I feel like they came down to a common ground. But did you have any thoughts on that scene?
It's so forced. It's so forced to me, because Leticia and Latrice don't even like each other. Not enough to be wife swapping. And I won't want to take any advice from Leticia or Glenn.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, I'm glad that they was kind of have the conversation, but Leticia is not the person to be talking to anybody.
That's like getting advice from Rashida. Why?
Yeah, facts.
We can continue, child, because I really ain't got it.
Right. Yeah, so I just feel like okay, like they had some type of conclusion or something like that. So we're gonna move on forward to Latrice talking to Glenn. Now I guess he was traveling, so they had to FaceTime. Now this conversation was, went a little bit different. So Latrice first called Glenn to call him out, basically about, to kind of air out their own past disagreements that they had when they was getting into it at Selena's birthday celebration. Now Glenn apologized. But first of all, Latrice was like, "Oh well, we need to have I think you owe me an apology." Well, Glenn was like, "You owe me an apology," but Glenn ended up apologizing, and then Latrice accepted it, and then Latrice apologized as well. I don't think that the apology was genuine at all, but touche,
Neither did I.
touche.
On either part, because neither one of them think they owe the
Y'all
other
get
a damn
along for the cameras.
apology.
He can't stand her, and she can't stand him, and clearly you can see that.
Period.
But Latrice, you look good though. You look good. You can tell she been taking care of her body.
Yeah, that's true.
But anyway, so the conversation then shifted to the post-nuptial agreement. Glenn meeting a lawyer. Glenn confirmed that he consulted an attorney to better understand what the post-nuptial agreement was. And she was like, well, you could have just, went to Google and look up that. So Latrice challenged Glenn to consider Letitia's point of view rather than focusing solely on their concerns. She also said that Letitia is finally coming into her own personality, professional, and deserve a solid foundation. So she acknowledged that Glenn has supported his wife over the years, which I mean he had not really when you think about it, but whatever. But at the end of the conversation, Glenn admitted that Latrice gave him a different perspective, and that him and Letitia should have discussed the agreement before the assumptions and feelings was hurt. But did you really understand the perspective, bro? Because clearly in the next scene we see how that went. But basically he said the only thing I want from Tisha is the original heart before I broke it. That was
But how you gonna get that?
Yeah.
After you've done the shit that you did, like why would you think that you would ever get that? Like, you ain't changed, you ain't shown no growth at all. So what make you think that you're ever gonna get that?
Exactly.
Yeah. Go ahead though.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead, finish.
No, I ain't got nothing else to say. I mean, I just don't get what he's looking for, what he's asking for. Like, I'm not understanding, because what do you think you're gonna get from this is my thing. What do you think you're gonna get?
Exactly. I completely agree with you, Scotty. My thing is we have to really start looking at people's actions versus what they tell us. It's like parents, like, oh, like I'm gonna take you to get ice cream. I'm gonna take you to get ice cream. You say that all the time. Or it's like, like somebody who has a irresponsible father or a negligent father who don't never see them. Like, yo, son, I'm gonna come pick you up on a weekend. And you as a child, you sitting there waiting at that you waiting at that front porch to 6 o'clock at night from 12 to 6. Once again, another weekend they ain't come. What are your actions? What moves are you making? Are you answering the phone? Are you planning it? Are you being in action? Are you taking the steps? Are you putting in the work? Are you getting the healing that you need? And I don't see with none of that, because you can tell me that you want to make this marriage work all day, every day. But if I'm not seeing you making action on it and you're just talking, then what else can you do? And I think on Letitia's side, she's going to have to really have some self-worth, because clearly it's not there. This is a 687 argument that we had on this show, and we only own 6 seasons. Wait, 7 seasons. 7 seasons. So, like, no. But yeah, that conversation, I feel like that it went in one ear for Glenn and went out another.
No, I absolutely agree. Like, I literally agree with that, because there's a lot of self-work that can go around. Like, Tisha need to know what her self-worth is, because if she knew what her self-worth was, she wouldn't be sitting up here sticking around for Glenn, because Glenn really don't give a fuck about her, and all Glenn is doing is tearing her the fuck down. That is all he doing. He don't want to see her. The biggest thing about this situation is that, and people can sit up here and act like they don't see it, but the biggest problem that, because they always thinking that when we say stuff about Tisha, we're dragging. It's not that we're dragging. Because but let's keep it real. I don't like Tisha. Let's keep it all the way real with that. Like, I ain't gonna sit up here and act like I do, because I don't like Tisha. I think that she's a joke. But at the same time, it's kind of like, for me, she don't really see what she got within herself, because she has the potential to be more than what the fuck she is, but she doesn't apply herself. What she applies is to this marriage with Glenn, which is something that she doesn't need to apply to at all. And that is the biggest problem that I be having with her. And then a lot of the times Glenn do some of the same things over and over again, and then you blame everybody else for his bullshit, when he's the one that owe you all the loyalty, but you put everything off on somebody else. You got mad at Selena for telling you about the shit in front of people, but you didn't get mad but you wasn't really that pressed about Glenn going to see a divorce lawyer behind your back, but you mad with her. She would have had this information had he told you from the very beginning.
Absolutely. It's like a lack of accountability on both ends.
Right, it is. It is. Troy trying to call me back again. Nah, child, go ahead.
But yeah, so I'm just like, at this point, it's just something that I'm just not really here for. And I guess, I mean, we kind of touched on it, but I'll go ahead and skim through the scene, because I've been cringing this whole scene, but deep sigh.
Oh God.
So Glenn took Letitia over to the area where they previously renewed their vows, which was completely BS. Okay, so she admitted that she didn't even want to attend the recommitment ceremony because she no longer felt at peace in their marriage. I mean, even Stevie Wonder could see that. But she also said that she did not want to embarrass Glenn. Once again, what we just mentioned, Scotty, she's putting this man's feelings in front of her own value and self-worth. But Glenn acknowledged that the relationship has been strained for months, years. They can no longer avoid the issues between them. So she asked a question that's been weighing on her mind, which is when can they expect divorce papers, after learning that he met up with a lawyer. And Glenn defended his decision, saying that he just only went to go see legal advice. So he insisted that, so then that's when Tisha was like, oh, so are you actually going to sign that postnuptial agreement? He said, listen, he was like, if we signing that, we're going to get a divorce too. So once again, they're going back and forth about everything. She it's the same conversation. She accused him of not accepting her personal growth. Glenn being denied being threatened by her success, and responded that his real concern is no longer feeling like a priority in his life. So the conversation quickly unraveled, and both just end up leaving. Now, I was trying to figure out who car that Glenn was getting up into, because somebody was driving. She talking about something. Oh, he's like, yeah, we can go ahead and get a divorce. We can go get a divorce. And he left us sitting there. This is like I said, this is so repetitive and so out of touch.
Irritating.
What else do we have more to say?
It's nothing more to say, because it's the same shit. Like, it's literally the same shit over and over again, and they think this shit is entertaining. It ain't.
What's up, y'all? Exactly. Like I said, listen, me and Scotty can teach. We can all. The world can tell this woman till she black and blue, but it's like no, let me not say that. It's like somebody that is going through addiction or a drug addict. People can only help you so much. You're gonna have to actually want it for yourself. And I know that's kind of harsh, but really changing that mindset is so important. She's gonna have to want it for herself. And if
go ahead. I'm sorry. I mean,
that or she just all playing in our damn faces, and that woman don't have no intention of leaving that man.
It's kind of like when you have somebody that you know and that you love that's in a domestic violence relationship, and you see the things that they deal with and the things that they go through and the things that they have to accept a lot of the times, and you know for a fact that it's not good for them to be in that situation, but in hindsight, that's where they want to be. So it's like, what do? I feel like I can say this shit over and over again that I don't like this. I think you deserve better. And I don't want you to be in this relationship. But it's not up to me, and it's not about my wants at the same time. It's
Yes.
about what they want. So I always say this, and I recently said this during a scene. As you all know, we filming the scene ATL. I said this recently during the scene. I'm not finna be more mad about another bitch situation than that bitch is mad about their own situation. Ain't no way I'm gonna do that. So I feel like this. People, when they get tired and they get the fuck up and they leave. You just got to sit back and wait for them to do that. It's only so many pep talks you can have with a motherfucker before they figure out what's really best for them.
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna. I'll say it to you one time. I ain't saying it no more. I ain't saying it no more. It's like, not to get into you, but just using you as an example. It's just like if Josiah tells me some shit about a guy that he talking to and he's having these issues with this person and stuff like that. Now me and Josiah have all kinds of conversations, and I think we talk about this shit all the time. Which is why we're doing our own podcast soon.
Yes, absolutely. I'm ready for that.
I'm ready. But me and Josiah talk literally all the time. Sometimes we'll get on the phone and be like, I'm only gonna be on here for 30 minutes and turn to 3 fucking hours. Like, that's just how much we talk. So it's like Josiah can come to me and ask me for my advice. And I say it once, and that's it. But I always say this, Josiah, whatever you choose to do, I'm going to support you in whatever you choose to do. It doesn't matter what my feelings may be. It's really about you. So I'm not going to make this about me. It's about you. So if this is where you want to be, then I'm going to support it. I'm going to respect it. And I'm going to respect them.
Yeah.
But if you choose to leave, I'm dragging this motherfucker. Whether it's verbally, sometimes I want to drag them physically.
I know.
But,
that's funny.
You know what I'm saying?
So. Yeah, that is too funny. But no, that is real though. I think that is definitely real. Like, you're gonna have to you can only tell somebody so many times, because at the end of the day, you're gonna end up disturbing your own peace. So
that's what I'm saying. I only say it one time, maybe twice, but mainly one time. And if you keep coming to me talking about it, I'm not gonna stop you from talking about it. But I'm not gonna have much of an opinion because I heard it all before. Sunshine Anderson heard it all before.
I heard it all before, exactly. So I honestly, I think for me, I'm just sick of talking about this situation. Like I said, it's like every episode in every season, we are tortured with this tired ass reuse, recycle storyline. Y'all ain't breaking up. Y'all only doing this for the show.
Y'all was just together for his birthday on Facebook.
When was his birthday?
Just a couple of days ago. I told you he followed my mama on Facebook. She screenshotted the post and sent it to me.
Screenshot the post.
My mama screenshot the post and sent it to me. She said, knowing they.
And I'm pretty sure this was filmed like what, at the end of last year, beginning of this year, something like that. So clearly they only.
Now I would be honest and say I would be honest and say this, what we're seeing right now, it wasn't that long ago. What we're seeing now is between February to April is what we're watching right now.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So that's very recent. That's very recent.
Well, yeah, okay. Still, stop playing on our damn faces like we boo the food.
Please.
So, and then, this scene here, I mean, we can just combine all these scenes together with the mama, with Matt. So, here we go. And look at her. She look evil.
That's what I'm saying. I don't like that lady.
She look evil. Like, hold on. I'm about to sing a song real quick. Like I said, shout out to the 101 Dalmatians. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. Okay, don't worry about it. It's cool because I don't have it. But anyway, so Matt arranged, to meet Carrie and the mama, Marlene, to meet for lunch in hopes of trying to fix this situation. So Carrie admitted that she was still, I'm sorry, hold on. Okay, yeah. So the conversation kind of went left. Carrie gets there, they're having a conversation. It went left when she defended her action. Marlene was saying that she only was trying to remind Matt to prioritize the family property. So Carrie was going back and forth with Marlene, saying that she was trying to control the husband. And trying to control her husband. And Matt acknowledged that he's trying to be more involved with the family property. I mean, Matt was just sitting there with that bald head Milton. Have you remember that scene when like Phaedra was all up in that seat season 9 when she was getting her ass ate up and chewed out and she was caught in her BS? Matt was just sitting there just sliding down that chair. I'm like, sir, pick your chin up, please. But so Matt was kind of acknowledging, and he was kind of getting Carrie together too, low key. So feeling outnumbered, Carrie called her mama. So they doing now it's a spouse versus mama situation. And Illinois immediately defended her daughter and accused Marlene of manipulating Matt to do her bidding. So Marlene went back, Carrie's side, fired back, going off on Carrie behavior. While it just both mamas are going at each other, and these two are just not on the same page. Any thoughts?
Matt playing. He playing with Carrie, and I don't like that.
He is. Now, some people on social media, friend, thought that Carrie was being too disrespectful to Marlene.
Marlene was disrespectful to her last week. So what we talking about here?
Yeah.
Like, girl, please get the fuck out of my face.
Exactly. So, yeah, so that's what's going on there. I personally feel like, this was just a little too much going on between all. And I'm not gonna lie, I mean, this is entertaining between them, but I need Matt to kind of stand up and, like I mentioned earlier, and be a man in the situation. Cut this shit off. Cut it off and tell your wife that you're doing too damn. I mean, tell your mother that she's doing too damn much, and put your mom out. We have not seen him put his mama in his place. Why do you think that she's so comfortable saying what she's saying? Because she be saying shit out the ass. The nerves and the audacity to speak on the marriage. You know what I'm saying? It's just unacceptable and it's disrespectful. If I was Carrie, I could not. That's going to become an issue. That's already an issue. So I'm just like, okay, Carrie was fine. Marlene was doing too much. Matt should have not sliced his mother on his wife.
I think he's. Oh yeah, he said sick. His mom.
Oh, sorry, not slice.
I know what you were trying to say, Chad.
Carrie needs to pick her battles. Matt won't have his mom forever, and he will resent her for keeping him away from his mom if something happens to her. Carrie needs to learn that silence is a powerful weapon. Matt wasn't honest and needs to understand that they don't like each other, and they have both been able to get away with not being civil. Somebody's Parker Boy said, I believe it's a fake storyline. It's
possible.
It could be it, but it just the fact that, because like I mentioned, Carrie does have a mouth, right? And sometimes the way how she talks is, fighting words sometimes, like her energy. But Marlene is condescending as hell.
As fuck. Do you hear me?
Because my thing is I always say this. Is how you say certain things. If Scotty would sit here and be condescending to me, and you need to, first of all, who are you? Like, don't talk to me like a child. It's how you talk to people and how you communicate with yourself. You can get your point across without having to talk to somebody like they're below you. You know what I'm saying? And that's how her mama. That's how Miss Marlene come off as. With these sunglasses on, with that little side swoop, with this jewelry, She already looking like what's that Ursula just slim down on Slim Fast. Ursula on Slim
Oh, not
Fast.
Ursula on Slim Fast. Oh my
Off the
god.
Little Mermaid. I like that Disney movie, by the way. So yeah, but I was just like, okay, whatever. We're not about to be dealing with that. But guys, that is it. There was no Tamara, there was no Selena, there was no and there was no Marie. I'm really interested to see next week's episode on the whole situation with this wedding that's look like it's with Selena, because it looks like it's about to be a mess.
It is. That's what it looked like to me.
I'll keep my comments to myself, but baby,
Yeah, we
whoever
just
that
gonna-
wedding planner is, she look annoyed as hell.
I'll be annoyed too, child.
I'm telling you.
Just saying.
Well, shit. Do you have any final thoughts on this episode?
Whack, dry, not enough.
Yeah, it was. Bell Collective has been super chill.
Yeah,
like there have been some good episodes, but it's just been super chill.
It has been super chill this go around. It definitely has. Like I can't even tell you no lies. It's like I don't really be that excited to review it now. It's just like.
But can I be honest? And I'm not trying to sound like a hater. And I mentioned this before. If Carlos can stop trying to get in all in the tea and be a Real Housewives of Atlanta expert with all these podcasts and focus on improving the quality of your shows on OWN, we wouldn't be having this issue. I feel like that Carlos King streamlined more than the big dogs like Funky Dineva and y'all.
Child, listen, we
When
be
did you have time for all this when you're producing 3 or 4 shows?
Like his Monday Night Live, we got to compete with his ass every Monday night. He'd be so irritated.
Yes, like he be on live with all this commentary, and like I don't have an issue with Carlos King. I think he's amazing what he's doing. I think that he's taking the podcast world, the YouTube world by storm. But brother, focus on your shows on OWN. Like Love and Marriage Huntsville is not doing too good. Bell Collective is great. You have great concepts. I just need you to kind of just really be more involved on these shows. That's it.
I agree, because Bold and Bougie could have been something. But
yeah, what happened to that show?
Cancel.
And you listen, I know this ain't never gonna happen, but you need to make up with Candy and Todd so y'all can all 3 of y'all can produce some more content, because that R&B women show that was good as hell.
Right.
So get on it.
Child. Hell, come and get. You say you watch Chasing. Come get Chasing.
Oh, Chasing Atlanta.
Yeah, come work with Dario for Chasing. You say you watch it.
Oh, that would be so good. That would be so good. When is Chasing Atlanta? Well, I'll actually that backstage. No mind. But anyways, guys, listen. That is it. Sky, do you have any final remarks or words before we go and head out of here?
No, that's it. Only that we will be over on my page next week for Roast and Review.
We'll be on your page next week for Roast and Review. I think the next episode will be cute. So I can't wait to see how that kind of plays out. We're talking about Selena wedding. But guys, with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and head out of here. We are at we did it. We made it to 45 minutes. I had to bluff a little bit, but we listen, we made that mountain out of a mountain out of a molehill. Amen. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and
but make sure you guys I'm about to let them know that I'm going live at 9:30. That's my last live of the night. It's gonna be me, C Diggy, and DJ. We're doing a album review tonight at 9:30. So make sure y'all watch that.
Oh, okay. Oh, that with Keisha Cole.
Yeah, we doing our Keisha Cole Chronicles right now.
Ooh, okay. Well, listen. Oh, and I think I started. That's the album with that song, Trust and Believe. Huh? I know that's your song right there.
That's my song.
Oh, that's funny. But okay, with that being said, guys, we're gonna go ahead and head out of here. Okay. See y'all later. Bye.
Bye, y'all.